We're like live. Oh, we're all waving also.
Live.
We're doing a wave. That's neat.
Good evening, internet people.
Hi, people from the internet. Episode 15.
Yay, 15.
Yay.
Believe it or not, episode 15.
40 to 40.
Yeah, that's almost there. That's like a third. Is that a third?
There's that number again.
Almost there works for me.
So I would like to start tonight off by appreciating this beautiful decanter that I have.
It is beautiful. What's in there?
Ooh, that is pretty.
Right now, I have some Whistle Pig rye whiskey.
Ah, some sipping
You're
whiskey.
almost out.
The fuck was that?
Velociraptor.
Oh. So it sounded like someone's chewing on a tin can.
Right.
Scared me.
Hmm.
We actually have topics. I wrote them down. Let's see. We're gonna talk about movies and how they're going right to
Movies?
digital and shit. Movies.
Movies.
Idiots. Bacon canceled his trip to GuardianCon. Oh, womp womp.
I canceled mine as well.
Oh, everyone canceled.
Somebody made a phone call.
Mine's
about
not.
that trip.
Mine's not. My tickets aren't refundable. My airline tickets. So I might be coming down that week anyway.
I might be out of quarantine. We'll see. Some new games. Animal Crossing, Doom Eternal. We can talk about those. I think we all have beef.
Eternal.
Yes.
I
Beef.
have
Yes.
no beef.
I
I have no beef.
Find some beef.
Got no
GameStop
beef.
closed. And then
for
plans and stuff for the future. So we got all that stuff going on. Those are our topics. We're gonna get to them at some point tonight, probably. I just want to start with some beefs, guys.
I have no beef.
We'll think about some beefs, or just beef with us.
Okay.
Just be really supportive of our beefs, and I think that'll
Oh,
be,
well, I mean,
yeah,
of course, I would do that.
totally.
Anyway.
Who wants to beef first here? Go, Canned. That's you.
I finally have fucking beef.
Right on.
I do not like being an essential worker.
Me neither. Me neither.
I'm like, you fuckers. I have to work. I like to sleep in too.
I still
I have-
can't
I
find
have
fucking
beef.
toilet paper, and I can't find a mask to protect my ass while I ride that bus in the morning to work.
Apparently, you can put a bra on your face. I've seen that.
Yeah, I'm not
Got
gonna
one
put
of
it on
the-
my
Yeah,
face.
just be the guy with the bra on his face. Like, why is that a big deal?
Look, I just do this.
And that doesn't freak people out.
It doesn't-
You shouldn't have cut it.
I
it's
mean,
never
but-
been that long.
But
that's like the
according to some people, this is like what carries and what made coronavirus.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot that Beards made it.
I thought fucking
Yeah.
bats is what made coronavirus.
No, eating bats.
Well, they have beards, don't they?
Meh. Eating, fucking, what's the difference?
Yeah.
A lot.
There's some
Eh.
distinct differences.
Well, if it was
yes,
fucking,
maybe.
it had to be a jersey.
Shut up! Also, if you guys are live watching us, you can follow along in our Discord channel. We're doing a extra Discord chat while we're doing this stupid shit. So if you want to join into the madness, generally it just becomes a meme reference to whatever it is we're talking about. But you're free to join the Discord channel. It is super easy.
My brother posted, I got 6 masks. Filtration master, Chris.
Uh-oh.
Tell them to send one my way.
Someone watching?
Need to box one up. Yes.
At least somebody is.
Nice. I'm trying to get Can Stream up here. I can.
Hockey, you put it in the wrong chat.
Good evening.
Ah, shit. It keeps doing that to me. Because the call is in this chat.
Have a multi?
Yep.
It's in the chat.
I got it.
Multi in the chat, guys. We're getting all set up here. This will be my last stream from this room. Thank God.
Ever.
Ever.
He's quitting.
Yeah, I'll never stream again from this room.
He's done. That's it.
This is it.
No more sneak.
Okay, who has their audio up?
There's a second person listening to us now. That's good.
Everything's good on my end. I've got. Can't stream up. I want to change music. I want to pivot to a different kind of music. This is not working. Boom.
Pivot. Pivot.
8-bit stuff. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, this little computer can't do Discord chat and Twitch at the same time. Sorry, guys.
Sad. That's fine. Anybody else want to go with their beefs? Ken, are you done with your beef?
Yeah, I just don't like being an essential
What
worker.
is it about
Look,
being?
all right, here, check this out. So I told my boss, I said, look, before the layoffs all started happening, I'm like, listen, if you are thinking about laying people off, I have another form of payment, so I don't need to work as much as everybody else here does. So put me on that list. Following Monday, he lays off 2 people in my warehouse, and 2 people from Hosty Schmosty.
Nice.
Thanks, Thanatos.
He must have forgot
so-
you talked to him.
He lays off 5 people. One of them calls me and is like, "Hey, I heard you just got laid off," and I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Yes, it's
excited.
finally happening." So, the person that I'm talking to, he's upset, and I'm like, "Shit." I never got a call from the boss, so I called the boss right after I got off the phone with him, and I'm like, "So I heard you laid off some people, and I was one of them." He said, "Who told you that?" I said, "If I told you, that would be breaking the code, Bob.
Oh.
So I'm sorry, I can't do that." So then he commenced to tell me the list of people that he called off, and I'm like, "Yeah, I suggested that was an issue, but I did tell you to put me on that list, and you didn't." He's like, "Oh yeah, you can work. You can work."
So your beef is that you still have a job.
Yes.
Nice.
That's basically Can's beef. He
Nice.
still hasn't income, and he's pissed off about it.
I can't sit home and play games or get like a campaign set up and all that bullshit. I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah, no, I'm considered essential as well, and like it is to the point where regardless of whether or not I have a job, if we don't have business, I don't have a job either way.
Right.
I believe the word you're looking for is irregardless.
Irregardless, Nick. Anybody else got beef?
I
Bacon?
got beef.
Yes.
Bacon?
I got beef.
Let's
Bacon,
I
go
got
ahead.
let's go with bacon's beef.
Okay, so distance learning, it's great, fantastic, 100% behind it. It's easy enough to do. The school district has set up everything perfectly, except for my son. They just overlook the entire special needs department.
Oh,
Like, completely overlooked. They have no plan, no lessons, nothing. I went to the school yesterday to pick up this iPad, which, by the way, I have no idea how to fucking use an iPad. Okay.
It's easy.
it's like a phone but bigger.
Push
They're
the
like
button.
saying, okay, all the programs are pre-installed, all the credentials are already in there. I go in there, only half the programs are installed, none of the credentials. I don't have any of the credentials to do anything.
So you gotta go back to the school.
No, I've got to call his on Sunday.
Ah,
I'm not running a
Distance learning
campaign
for him
tomorrow.
starts on Sunday or on Monday, but the problem being also, as I said, they didn't have a plan for him.
huh?
My first beef is with Bacon's beef because normally we like to harass the hell out of him, and we can't even harass him about this because this
Right.
is actually a serious
Yeah,
thing he's saying.
that's pretty fucked up.
That is a
Very
huge
legit.
Yeah.
fucking bullshit beef.
It's pretty ignorant that he brought this beef to the table because we can't even give him a hard time about it.
Damn it.
I've been sitting on that beef for a couple of days, and it's pissing me off.
Hey, your knives will be there in like 14 days.
Yes, I saw. I showed my boss today.
Oh, look
He's
at
like,
these
"What are
knives.
those?" I'm like, he's like, are you buying those? I'm like, no, those are being sent to me. He's like, oh, very nice, very nice. I'm like, I'll let you use them, Stephen. Don't worry.
Don't let him use them.
No. Those, by the way, are virgin knives. They have
Don't
never
let
been
him use
used
them.
before.
Ooh,
So
nice
so
sharp
you-
knives.
you got to do me one favor when those arrive, right? You have to video or record yourself cutting a nice thick steak and send it to me,
I will
just
do that for you.
just so I can jerk off like every night to it.
Tell you what,
That's
when
disgusting.
we get back into
Really beautiful.
things and we start doing our prime ribs on Friday again, I will cut a piece of prime
That's
rib.
disgustingly
and I will
beautiful, you
take
guys.
myself
That- I
doing
don't-
it.
During the apocalypse, that will never happen.
Yeah, you guys aren't seeing each other ever in person.
Eh.
I got a second beef. Can I slide in here?
Yeah, no. Beef it up.
That's nice, kid.
My beef is that real life is not like the movies. As you watch this pandemic unfold, it seems that every level of government or any company or anything is like 3 steps behind. Did anybody not see what direction this was going in and try and get ahead of it in some way, shape, or form? Like in a
No.
movie, there would have been a guy standing in a room saying, he would have walked in with a semi-trailer load of masks and respirators and said, "I put this aside for a time like this." It was a cool moment. But we don't have those kinds of things going, and real life is just not great.
Yeah.
That's my beef.
So that goes in line with my beef.
Beef it up.
So, for those of you who don't know, I am an operations manager for a security company at a large
Very large.
organization.
Very large.
Yes. Probably
You would know it if he said it. He's not going to say it, but you would know it.
So, we have had, past tense, we had back in November something called the Viral Outbreak Matrix.
Okay.
Back in November, they were like, this is never going to happen. We're going to delete this matrix and cancel it altogether.
Huh.
Yep.
Huh.
Now, fast forward to last week. Last week was my first week back
It
from
did
my
happen.
honey. And management, now that they no longer have that matrix, meets every day at 11. Now, I'm operations, so I'm not included in that. They're supposed to give me the information I need in order to run operations. So they have their stupid little 11 a.m. meeting, and it goes until 1, and then they're supposed to tell me what's going on. They don't. So I get a phone call around 2:30 in the afternoon every day last week saying, "Hey, did this thing get done?" I'm like, No, that did not get done. And they're like, "Why didn't this get done?" Well, when was that decided that needed to be done? Well, in the 11 o'clock meeting. Oh, you mean the one where I'm not part of? Nobody told you? No, they did not.
I'm
Well,
not part
whose
of
job
that
is
meeting.
it? Whose job is it to tell you about this stuff? I'm talking to that person right fucking now. And they're like, oh, and it's super critical things like, hey, this post is closing. We don't need a person there because guess what? Nobody's allowed in that entrance anymore. And they don't fucking tell me. It's like them up there in their stupid white tower. They're fine. They're isolated. They're working from home. This virus does not affect them. But me and all of my employees that run the day-to-day
People who are actually physically there, yeah.
They go and die. Now, realistically
Sounds
speaking,
responsible.
for about 96% of the people on this planet, they're fine. They get it. It's just going to be a really bad flu. But anyone over the age of like 60 and anyone under the age of 7, they have an 80% fatality chance.
Oh.
Getting this virus is a death sentence for anyone in the high-risk category.
Can be, yes.
And the majority of my employees are in the high-risk category.
There was an 86-year-old that
Bunch of
actually
7-year-olds
survived
working
it in England, I think.
There's been multiple people that have, and it's amazing and it's beautiful when it happens, but if you are like 65 plus, you have a 20% survival chance. Just think about that. 65 plus.
If you're at the high risk.
Yeah.
Huh. That's
Okay,
why I
so-
chose to stay at home.
His
Mhm.
beef, and what you just said, Sneak, tie into my beef.
Well, everyone's beef is all beefing with their other people's beefs. I like it.
It's beautiful. It's glorious. I love it, and I love all of you.
Beef
And
is right together.
Sneak, you work in a customer-facing environment.
I've been on
and what you
deliveries.
do-
Since the guy got laid off, I took his spot and I'm delivering shit now. So I'm like, hello.
you do too. You work with the public. Steve, I don't know what you do.
He used to work with the public, but now they put a table there.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. We have dividers.
I don't know how many of you guys live in areas that have been locked down. My city just got its stay-at-home directive. I literally have traveling papers.
I don't have that yet.
To law enforcement if I'm out because I'm not supposed to be, to say, no, I work here, I'm going to work. So when the cities put out these shelter in place, whatever your particular area calls it, they specifically tell people, stay home unless you are making a trip that is essential.
Right.
Doctor, going to buy groceries, that kind of thing. It doesn't say if you need to go pay your fucking phone bill. It doesn't say
I'd do all that
you have a
shit.
fucking
over the phone.
problem with your Verizon account. Okay, so number one, out of the 6 of us sitting here, who the fuck? When's the last time one of us has left our house to pay a bill? That's fine. I'll wait.
People
I pay
leave
my
the
rent
house.
every month. I leave my house to pay my rent.
But that's probably the only thing, right?
To walk out to the mailbox to pay my rent.
So, why is it people can't understand that this thing is spread from person to person, okay? And every time you walk out your front door and walk into someone else's door, you are potentially putting everyone in that building at risk. And by extension, you're putting everyone at risk that that person might come in contact with.
Yeah.
And everyone in
tie it
risk
all-
that that person comes in contact.
To tie it all back together, you're putting yourself at risk because if you give it to me, I'm going to fuck you all the way up.
Up
That's
the
just
ass
the
and
reality
sideways.
of that situation.
Can I tell you? It all starts from the top, and who's the top? And who's
Well,
saying it's
I'm
not?
I'm a power bottom, so we're cool there.
We
Woody
established
says,
that is correct.
Woody's son Mixer says, it's a conspiracy.
It is a
It's
conspiracy.
real simple. I mean,
It all starts from the top, and when they're saying, blah blah blah, 2 weeks, I want everything back by Easter and blah blah blah. Of course, people aren't going to take this shit seriously.
Now listen,
and
I think. Go ahead.
And what is it I just saw recently? The number of cases in the U.S. has now surpassed.
There's over 100,000.
So
Yeah.
I think Sneak. Here we go, Sneak. I've been waiting to say this for like 3 weeks.
Uh-huh.
It's not bullshit, buddy.
No, it might be a thing.
This shit is very real. Unless everybody pulls their fucking head out of their. I'm not saying staying inside is going to make it go away, obviously, but
It would
There's a
keep it from
difference.
spreading.
it
Yes.
would help. It would help slow down the spread, and there's a difference. You don't have to think it's the end of the world and fucking Armageddon and all that bullshit.
Do that again, Nick.
To understand that you can take precautions. Being safe and being smart and being responsible is not the same as fuck. I just, it confuses me, man, because I hear it, especially in the area I live in. I'm not going to use any of the words I would normally use if I didn't potentially have people watching me, but I hear a lot of the government, they can't tell me to stay home and I have rights. It's not about your fucking rights. It's about the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Or the one, if you're a Spock fan, as Mr. Spock taught me. Stay the fuck home because it's not all about you. What the fuck is Steve doing? God damn it, Steve, I'm trying to talk.
I'm trying to get out of this conversation.
He's done went past the clouds. he's on the new horizon.
Steve is about to set back there. Okay.
The Steve is setting, you guys. You gotta hurry this up.
I didn't add enough whiskey.
I didn't realize I had talked until Steve said. I apologize.
Look, this show is going until I'm out of whiskey. So whatever you guys want to talk about, we're good.
So, Nick,
Don't worry, I got
you're-
about another $3,000 worth of whiskey over there.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
So Nick, my brother said you got him all tingly with your.
Tungly. My beef is with myself this week. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How's that for a
Not
twist?
pulling enough.
I made a girl at work cry today.
Oh,
Nice.
good.
Yeah.
What did you
Probably
tell her?
not.
No.
What's your
I
point?
am such an ass.
I used,
I'm-
to make waitresses cry as sport.
That's just rude. I didn't do anything wrong per se, like for me, but she was in a delicate place, and I mentioned like I'm getting rid of my kids for the next 4 days, and I'm excited about it. And she's all like, I haven't seen my
shit.
kids in fucking 3 weeks, and starts crying and has to fucking leave.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You insensitive piece of shit.
I mean, I didn't mean to cause such a problem. But I will tell you one thing, parents, if you're out there and you're trying to stay sane, get rid of your kids for a weekend. It's totally cool. There's nothing wrong with
Nobody
it.
will take
You will
mine.
appreciate every last fucking minute of it.
Oh yes.
Grandma, grandpa,
But who do you?
cousins, uncles, summer camp, Bible camp, some guy behind a dumpster, whatever it takes, just get a weekend off. You need
I
it.
wouldn't necessarily check off that last box.
I'm just
guys.
saying.
Chat.
Desperate
they might not-
times, desperate
They might
times.
not come back.
Times call for desperate measures. All right.
Times are weird, man. I'm
Hey.
just saying, you get some you time. It's really important.
Have you all seen that video about this guy calling a teacher? He's like, listen, and he's like starting to actually bawl and cry. He's like, I understand, and I'm so sorry. I didn't understand how bad it was. And at the end of he's like, no, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. And then he's like, who you got at your house? Huh? Who you got at your house? Because I'm trying to send him over there. No. School's gonna come back. You gotta have faith.
Gotta have faith.
Oh man.
So roll down.
Oh man. So like she works Monday through Friday, and her parents live in like an hour and a half away, kind of a drive. So they've been staying with her parents for like the last 2 weeks, and I didn't do anything like to like piss her off, but I like triggered it, I guess. And she like
She was probably already thinking about it.
yeah, she like lost it, man. Like just lost it. And I felt bad because obviously like, you know, I said something that made her mad. I know it's not my fault that was her level of reaction, but it still made me feel bad. So my beef is with myself tonight. Sorry guys. I'll do better, Fish. I will.
Yeah, we're expecting school to be out for the rest of the year here too.
We are expecting school to be out to the 15th of April. That's all we have right now.
We have April 20th right now,
I think that's what we have too around that area.
but they're expecting.
Basically, my birthday present will be the kids go back to school. I swear to God, if it's not, I'm going to be fucking upset.
The principal sent us a message and the superintendent saying we don't expect school to be reinstated this year.
Yeah, a lot of
So
college
Snake
kids.
is
I'm going to assume we're going to run into the same thing here because
I think I have the same headsets as you, Canned.
in my
I have the
part of
Astro
country,
A10s.
Yup.
The number of cases we're getting
There, I love them.
we're just now starting to see it. You know, we've gotten what I think 10 in the last week, so it's just starting to hit us. And I think now this is the point where people are going to start going, oh well, shit. Maybe this isn't bullshit. You know, 'cause now it's becoming a reality here.
Yeah.
So, as much fun as it is to talk about this, I say we move on.
Yeah, so that was actually
concur.
what one of
The
my
world
next
is a really dark place. Let's be something to lighten the mood.
we did want to talk about movies going straight to digital. Have you guys seen this?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, movie theaters are losing a lot of money, so studios are losing money, so they want to send some of these movies straight to digital.
Yeah,
Mhm.
one of the big ones I saw was Frozen 2 went straight to digital.
No, it was already in the theater anyway.
Well, they like
Right.
It just got released like 2 weeks
Right.
earlier.
They early released it.
Yeah, same
I
thing
think
with
they fast tracked it because I'm pretty sure I saw it
Yeah.
on Disney Plus earlier today.
Yeah,
They
there's
released it 3 weeks early.
there's a new one that just came out. It's called
Onward.
Onward. That one.
Oh,
just
yeah, the
dropped as
Onward
well.
one you guys went to the
I
theater.
love that movie.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Everyone I seen it said that like they made them cry, and that like it's like
What
a
is
fucking
Onward?
it's like a fucking twist ending for like adult
It
people.
didn't make me cry. I didn't cry.
My
You're a
ass.
liar. You're like the biggest softie
No,
in here.
it was like, don't cry.
What
I
is
look over
Onward?
and Tamara's like,
I have never heard of it.
It's Tom Holland and Chris Pratt as these trolls who inherit elves, sorry, and they inherit something magical from their dead father.
that's good and vague.
Yeah.
Good.
Chris Pratt playing
Disney
an
Plus
elf. Okay,
in
I've got to see
2 weeks.
this.
Yeah, see, yeah.
It's animated.
That's a really good jumping off point because a lot of this stuff is really fucking neat. Like I'm super excited to see stuff like the movies dropping early and we talked about it last time, but like, you know, I'm watching artists play songs and do performances and all kinds of cool shit that I would never got a chance to get into. So I mean,
The Dropkick Murphys.
But
Yes.
even just look at the connection
Awesome
with.
show.
Go ahead, Dropkick. But even like bands like Metallica going into their catalog and saying we're streaming this on our YouTube channel
Yep.
in great quality, and you wouldn't get that stuff if the world was normal. We'll say it.
right.
There's
Well,
been a lot
maybe-
of good concerts on Facebook and YouTube, Twitter, you know, and I'm ecstatic. You know, these
Like-
are things these are things people usually pay for, and they're just saying, hey, you know, we're not doing anything, and we're trying to cheer
Right.
you up, have some
And-
entertainment.
And honestly, like something like the music industry in particular, like it's kind of been going that direction anyways. For a long time, the artists have been struggling to find ways to connect with audiences on a major scale without having to use, you know, some publishing company or some, you know, billion-dollar somebody puts the shit on for them. Like they don't need to like take that step now that a lot more people are seeing that online presence is just as meaningful as an in-person presence. Like, you know, maybe you'll
This
see a
is
lot
going
more of
to
that kind of stuff
change
happening.
The music industry, as we know it.
I mean,
It's gonna change the music and movie.
right,
It's
and
gonna change everything.
yeah, it's changing social interaction. People are learning new programs. Like Steve over there, he just mastered OBS.
Bastard. Yes.
Speaking of music, Pearl Jam has a new album.
Pearl Jam, did Nine Inch Nails
Oh,
just
really?
Drop, Nine Inch Nails just dropped 2 new albums.
Unfortunately, Cardi B's about to drop a new album.
I mean,
Just saying.
you know, being in quarantine, like here's something that I learned as a kid, and it's like being bored breeds creation. Like if you're like if you're bored out of your fucking mind, you learn to be creative. You know, like that's where your imagination will take over, and things like go beyond what you would normally be able to do any other day. You know, I try to tell my kids, like they're like, oh, I'm bored. I'm like, good, think of something cool to do. You know,
Yeah.
like find something that's not the everyday shit, and like be creative, make something up, do something that you haven't done. It's a kind of a shitty thing because you know you got to be bored before you can get creative. And you
Which
know,
I mean, what did we do whenever we were kids? I mean, we didn't have
Played
cell
with
phones,
dirt.
computers,
Oh, yeah.
and
Played
exactly.
with my Matchbox cars in the dirt.
I had a very respectable collection of Ninja Turtle action figures that lasted until I was like 14.
I had
And then he tried to actually eat the
I
pizza.
had those two.
I had 2 types of toys. I had Legos, and I had GI Joes.
See, mine were indoor
Now-
and outdoor. That's all the kind of toys I had.
Oh,
I had the
out-
GI Joes. Legos back then were too expensive for us. So.
Yeah,
If-
Lincoln Logs.
If I went outside, I was given
Yes.
a tool and told work.
Fix something. Gross.
Yep. So I had a big bin of Legos or a big bin of GI Joes. One, I could only have one at a time. The other one was up in the attic for like 6 months out of the year. And
Because you would
that's-
take your GI Joes outside, but you would keep your Legos inside for winter.
No, I would just scatter like my front room because we lived in a pretty large ranch house because there was 11 kids. We like the front room was the kids' toy room, and that entire toy room would be a giant war zone of my GI Joes or a giant freaking city of my Legos. So it
Wow.
was like a way for mom to keep all of my toys in check.
Nice.
We
Nice.
we got given a In 1985, we got given a Nintendo for 5 kids, and with 2 controllers and 1 game. We didn't have many games after that, but literally it was the 2 older brothers always got the goddamn Nintendo. Except when my leg was broken, I was able to stay home and play. But I ended up having to play Matchbox cars and G.I. Joes my entire childhood.
Yeah.
And my front yard turned from nice grass to a dirt patch because I was digging in the front yard.
Gross.
Oh no, this looks like this dump truck looks like it should go here. There should be a road.
Were you still wearing your diaper? Playing in the dirt?
No.
It was
I
after
haven't
you
shit
were
myself.
after you
I've
were
only
8 or
shit
9?
myself once since I was 4. All right.
Ah, nice. it's actually a pretty good record, my dude.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even say that was a shit. I sharted. all
Sure.
right?
I mean, I would count that. Counts.
I think with what we're seeing with the music industry and the movies and TVs and what they're doing, I think the longer this goes on, the more it will keep evolving. You know, like how long before we see them throwing on a headset and a mic and doing what we're doing on a weekly show, and actually they know they could command the numbers. Just people would tune in to hear
Right.
what different people have to say.
I agree completely. Yeah.
And YouTube is only just scratching the surface of what
Mhm.
they could do for us.
YouTube,
So what do you?
YouTube finally hit a profit margin this year.
Nice.
Google bought them, what, 6 years ago, 7 years ago? And they have been a money pit since then, and this is the first year they have made money.
Because they've demonetized
good.
90% of the friggin'
Yeah.
videos on YouTube.
Hmm So they're taking most of the money now.
So what do you on Mixer said? Legos for your G.I. Joe village. And then he noticed that our framing makes us look like the Brady Bunch, but we're missing a row of 3.
Yeah. You need like 3 more folks to be the Brady Bunch.
Right.
The
And
Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch.
Brady Bunch. Dee-dee-dee-dee.
then true story, since he's so bored, he found that the KitchenAid mixer bowl makes a great gong. His
Yeah.
wife FaceTimed me and was like, look at this shit. And he's walking around, he's holding it. Dong. Dong.
Nice.
I'm like, what the shit?
Oh god.
He said he just said y'all should call this the fancy schmancy news.
News. I mean, we are actually bringing it to you from all parts of the country, as well as Canada.
Yep. We have the
Speaking of
foreign news
Canada,
too.
Do you know how fucking hard it is to ship something to Canada right now?
Nope. I bet you do
No.
though.
I bet
I
you
do. Because I just sent something to Canada. Hockey, I'm going to send something to your Discord. I want you to read it out loud for the whole class. All right?
Okay. All right. Operation Maple Syrup.
I'm nervous. I'm
open.
sweating.
Maybe when I get a computer, I could be in the middle.
We
Oh,
always
you can always be in
we
the
always
middle.
need more people for a sandwich.
Why isn't it open?
That's right.
Download it, then
It's because of the Canadian firewall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yes, I agree.
fucking VPN.
Holy shit, I was right.
Canadian internet shut
That's-
down early.
That is not how the COVID virus is spread, Steve. I just want you to know that. It hasn't gone digital yet. I swear.
Yet.
It's evolving. Giggity.
Okay, fine. We're going to read. Forget the phone.
Okay, phone is out of the equation.
Discord.gg/X. Speaking of which, everybody that is in here that is not already in the Discord, here is a link. More freedoms in Canada, by the way.
That is true, though.
So we are running a side conversation in the Discord
It's more like a meme discussion.
or GIF. Yeah.
So I got this to open.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Do I have to read it out?
Yes, you do.
Read everything until it says hardware.
I smell
This
some bullshit.
thing is like 8 pages long.
It is.
Okay.
It's like 2.
Nick
It's
put a
not
lot of
that
effort
long.
into writing that.
I can tell this is extensive here. Steve, we would all like to thank you for being such a good friend and example of a good person to us all. Interesting. The struggles you've had in the last year with computers have driven all of us to gather and piece together this wonderful machine. We are honored that you have followed us from PS3 to PS4, and most recently to Xbox One. Through our many adventures in Destiny, Destiny 2, Division, and even COD. Fuck that game. Sneak did not rate this.
Nope.
You've matched us every step of the way. Cheeringly, you have followed us from console to console, game to game, year in, year out. Our bond transcends your normal friendships, as we are more than friends, we are brothers at heart. So to express our deepest gratitude, we present to you Operation Maple Syrup.
Yay!
Your friends, Thieves Den
Yay!
Gaming.
Yay!
Yay!
We built a PC for you.
Yes, we did.
I see this.
This whole time you've been talking about how you're struggling. We're just like, should we tell him now? Or we tell
Should
him
we
next
tell him?
week?
Should we tell him?
Should we tell him the week after? 'Cause he's sitting there probably pulling like what's left of his hair out right now. We probably should tell him.
Hardware special.
But we wanted to make sure it was actually on its way to you before we told you. So you're about to have a machine that you'll have no issues any longer.
The original plan was to have you open it and not tell you about it until it showed up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what is on the next paragraph here. We're hoping to have you open this on stream for you to find out in a few weeks. However, your interest in building a PC and possibility of buying parts has escalated our timeline. We'll be mailing it out this week, and hopefully it gets to you soon. Because of the mouse and the keyboard, the only thing you need to supply is the monitor. Prior to powering this beautiful machine, open the glass case, remove the interior protective film, and remove the styrofoam inserts. Check the hard drive cable. Well, no, this is important. Check the hard drive SATA cable inside the side. Is that the one you cut, Nick?
Yeah, that was the one he cut. Yeah.
Inside the side panel of the case, and ensure it's still connected. The RAM is still seated, and the GPU is still firmly in place, and you're good to go, my friend.
Nice. And
So I've powered it on. I have installed Steam, Discord, and updated NVIDIA GeForce Experience. You will have to log into Discord because I don't have your password. You'll have to log into Steam because I also don't have your password. And you'll have to create a NVIDIA account to update your graphics card drivers.
all that stuff can be done like relatively quickly.
Lickety split.
Yeah.
I created a Microsoft account for you, but don't worry about that. You can just switch it to whatever your current Xbox account is. So that way I could log in and get it ready to set up. It is literally, you're going to get it, you're going to plug it in, and you can start playing within 15 minutes of getting the thing.
Woo!
Everybody
cool,
here,
guys. Thanks a lot.
Oh yeah!
everybody here
boys.
has put in some effort. Brooke paid for the shipping, so thank her.
Which was twice as much as I expected it to be. That was a lot of money.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't know. I just used her card anyways.
They're married now. What's his is hers, and what's hers is his.
That'll get you on the fucking couch, though.
As far as the capabilities of this machine, it's an i5 with a GTX 1050 Ti, so you're gonna be able to play most anything out there on the market from medium to low settings for anything that came out this year, but anything before 2019 you're going to be able to play on medium to high. So
If you want to even play like major games.
What do you
Got
says?
an
Congrats,
i5
bud.
with the same GPU, and I can run Destiny, GTA, Sea of Thieves on pretty good settings.
That
man.
graphics
So
card
you're-
can support up to 3 monitors.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you can. My recommendation: don't go anything more than 2, unless you're really wanting to pay for a DVI cord.
I would just stick with 2 because you don't want to overdo it.
in that document I sent you, it has the login pin and the password associated with the accounts.
I
and
see
all
it
of
here.
that fun
Don't
stuff.
read that out loud.
Yeah.
Go ahead and read that out to me. Also follow with your Canadian social security number. Isn't it like 7? Isn't that your social security number?
You're kind of future proofed on the RAM and the motherboard. You
It
probably
is super secure.
You probably have another 3 years on that RAM, on that motherboard. You probably have another 2 years. That CPU will last you, probably another 2 years. The power supply will last you for a pretty long time, because you're only using about 400 watts of power right now. So that's 600
What is that? A
watts.
600? Yeah.
Yep.
600.
But the shell will last you a
Yeah,
really long
forever.
time.
You
Well,
can
and that-
Frankenstein some
That power
parts into that
supply
thing.
has RGB, so
The only thing on there that is not RGB is the front fans.
Which I don't know why they did that, knowing how much you loathe RGB, but I think it was kind of a joke, right?
Mostly.
RGB equals FPS.
Thank you for calling technical support. I have answered all of your questions, sir or ma'am. Have I? Have I answered?
Listen, Linda.
Now, when your wife sees it and she yells at you, you can blame Seth. You can blame Nick.
Okay. I hope it gets here. It is really a strange time out there right now.
The mail has not stopped.
Well, now we can pass
Shipping
the
has
worry
not
that we
stopped.
have off onto you about it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, send me a tracking number and all that stuff, and if it gets
Well,
stuck,
I'll message it to you once I sober up.
So one of the questions as soon as he said I shipped it today, he said, I said, did you sanitize all the packaging before you sent it out?
So I declared it as a gift. The keyboard and mouse and all that kind of stuff. I said there's hand sanitizer, gloves and whatnot, or else they wouldn't send it. The PC they had no problem sending. Also, you're an employee of mine. If anybody asks.
nice.
I got a package
but
from my boss.
But
In America.
Work from home.
it should be there by next Friday, depending on how long customs holds it.
Working out the taxes for the fiscal year is a pain in the ass overseas, over the border.
You'll be all right. It's a gift.
Thank you very much, guys.
No problem, dude.
You
No problem.
You're welcome, Dad.
deserve it.
I can't wait to start playing.
You've put up with our
Playing
shit
with
long
it.
enough.
Your wife's gonna kill us.
she's
Now
gonna be
you're-
happy too.
You're just gonna have to get used to the increased frames for your monitor.
Yeah, my old man eyes.
You can set it down
Yeah.
to 30 if you want.
Get you some HD glasses.
with that video card, he'll have no problem staying at 30.
Yep.
All right.
Easily. You can stay at 30. With
You
no
may even
problem.
be able to play such games as Doom Eternal. Have you heard of that one?
Ooh. Apparently that just came out to great fanfare.
Did you just
He-
say Eternal?
No.
You could play Doom Eternal on low settings, yeah.
Also, Animal Crossing came out for you guys with Switches. What's that all about?
It's
Oh,
like Sims, but with
Crossing is
animals.
Fucking awesome.
It's like awesome. That's what it is. Yeah.
But isn't
Yeah.
it like so? From what I understand, it is basically like a social game.
Hold on, sneak. I'm sorry to interrupt. I have another beef.
Oh, more beef. The guy without
Is
any
it-
beef has
is
double
it
beef.
with,
All right.
With Animal Crossing?
Or Doom Eternal.
It is with bacon.
Oh no.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Bacon, you know what my beef is. If you don't, look back to our Discord conversation.
Uh-oh, he's beefing in
I was all excited. I was all excited to visit islands, and I was like, "Hey,
In
Bacon, man,
Technicolor.
here's my code. Add me." And Bacon was like, "Oh, we'll see."
Oh.
LOL.
We'll
I
see.
Did I add you yet?
No, you haven't.
No. Oh shit! I'll do that. Right now.
Okay, that's a legit beef, you guys.
It is. It's bring it out there, personal.
Uh-huh. I don't mind. We can get super personal with our beefs if you want. Because there's a
I was
guy.
like, damn, I thought Bacon.
Garbage Pail Kids.
Dude,
There's a guy.
See into my beef.
Good beef though. I liked it.
So here's my thing. You haven't added me, Thanos.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be bacon. That would
So-
be good.
I
No,
have
we've
bacon.
Never been friends for a long time. Or me and Nick.
Oh, don't tell Thanos that.
But Thanatos hasn't even like offered to add me. So what the fuck, bro?
Oh man.
Seriously.
Yeah, what
On
the
a,
for?
sca-
I didn't. I didn't
on
know
a
you were
scale of
down
1
with
to 10,
Animal
fuck off.
Sent Thanatos. Are you happy?
I didn't know you were down with Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah.
Nick.
Oh yeah.
Well, fuck yes. I'll shoot
So
you my code
okay,
then.
so for the people who are not 12 years
My
old,
one regret-
what's the game about?
Life simulator. You get out of
You're
debt.
like
you go
you're
right
like
back into it.
fishing and hunting and catching animals.
Yeah.
And you owe a fucking raccoon or some shit.
A tanuki. He's
Yes.
a tanuki.
Fuck
He's
ever.
a
He's a
tanuki.
fucking raccoon. Okay.
No.
So
He's
Trash
a bear.
pandas are awesome. Tanukis are low life scum.
so
So he's the villain?
basically
Indentured servitude simulator.
in the older ones you were in like a little town or whatever. Now it's an island, I guess. And you just try to build a house and you improve your house and you can visit other players on their islands or
What would you
their
do to other
towns.
players though? Could you knock down their
You can
house?
You
Okay,
smack
so,
him with your
like-
net.
you
Can
can
you?
smack
Yeah.
with your net. Okay, so
Go on.
each island or town has like a native fruit. This is one of the big things with the game. So mine's pears, right?
You
Bacon.
have pears?
I have pears.
I have oranges.
Okay, so
I
there you
have
go.
apples.
So there you go. That's another one.
nice.
So the only way
got
you can
wood.
get these other fruits
We all
is,
got
to,
wood.
is to visit those people's islands, right? So if I go to Bacon, I can get, would you say oranges?
You can
I
get
can get
cherries,
oranges.
oranges, and coconuts on my island.
Okay.
Coconuts.
I've got
Except for-
coconuts.
Instead of
Um,
oranges, I have apples.
Okay. Yeah, and it's just it's fun. That's
Apples
really
and
the only
apples.
thing. It's fun.
I don't know.
You
Me,
can- you
me and
can-
Steve are trying a new game out. It's called Breakpoint.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
There's no apples or fucking pears, no
don't have it in
cutesy ass
my
fucking
life
raccoons
For another game.
selling you goddamn wood and shit.
I didn't even see a squirrel when I was running through the bush
For
there
real.
trying to find guys. To
I
shoot.
shot a pig one time, and all I got was rations. I don't know.
Great point. You're talking about? Are you talking about Ghost Recon?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah,
Free
okay.
weekend.
it's a free weekend right now.
Oh, it's a
Plus
free
on
weekend for
sale
Great Point?
hugely.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like $20 or $25 right now.
Oh,
Yep.
fuck. Free weekend. Damn.
Which brings us to our next topic.
Yeah,
Gamers.
Can I just say one thing,
Okay.
Yes.
Nick?
That's
I gotta
it.
tell
That's
you,
one thing.
that was a hell of a segue you did into presenting him with the PC.
Yes.
I've got to
Yes.
tell you,
I think-
I'm super impressed.
I think he's just happy he got to it before he got too drunk.
Wait. What are you guys? Huh?
Huh?
Wait, what did we give him? What? Who? What?
Wait, when did we give him a PC?
He was just saying.
thank you.
He was complimenting your segue, sir.
Yes,
So that's
I-
what you were
I-
talking about is Ghost Recon?
Yeah, Ghost Recon, Steve.
Steve's getting smaller.
Steve loves it.
Hmm.
Ubisoft,
Does
in
anybody have
joining
any,
with the movies and music people, have decided to almost give away their games as well. They're not delaying things till the fall or anything like this at this
Yeah.
point, but they're saying, you're at home, play our games. And you know what? We're not going to take all your grocery money either.
Yeah,
Play our games at a discount. So
Yeah,
and I think
there's
that's
a lot
that's
of
like
game companies doing that.
thumbs
right
up to
now.
them.
Very smart.
yeah, we've talked about it before, but like Ubisoft is killing it. Like they are not only releasing very good games, but they're also very good about like staying in those games, and they're all very playable.
Yeah, that's why like 80% of my library is Ubi.
I like them.
Speaking of game, anybody among us have any experience with Fantasy Star Online? No.
Is that a new porn?
I haven't
Porn
played
site?
Fantasy Star in such a long time.
It's
That's a
not-
hard no for me,
That
but
was like PS2, Xbox 360.
Because I downloaded Fantasy Star Online too because it's free to play. I
But
know
Bacon
that-
will add you as a
Cosby!
friend on Fantasy Star.
No, I will not.
Mhm. What's up,
Hey,
Kraz?
what's it like having a working computer right now, guys?
Uh,
Pretty
fantastic.
nice.
it feels good, bud.
See, I could put you on this screen, or I could put you on that screen, or that screen, or
I
that
hate-
screen.
I hate you all.
You got 4 screens?
I do.
Have you not seen a picture of his setup? It's,
Yeah.
it's
Pitter patter.
nice. What
It's
GPU are you
crazy,
running
bud.
now? Bacon?
5700.
Oh, AMD.
5700 OC Mech edition.
I'm gonna send you a link so you can use your GPU for encoding on OBS.
I just
gotta
use
find it.
slobs.
Wait, Crosby, can you garble that up a little bit more and spit it back at me because it didn't come out right the first time.
I just use slobs, so it automatically encodes.
Oh, so he just got home from a shit show at the airport and he pooped. Oh my
He
god.
pooped at the airport. All right,
He went to the
Pooping
airport.
at the airport is a
just-
big deal.
it is. Yeah.
The first time I flew into Florida, first thing I did is ran straight to the bathroom to poop because
Oh.
there's no way in hell I'm taking a shit on a plane.
I think
No, I
I
won't
think I
do that
remember that.
either.
We were all like
It's
walking
not
up,
that
like,
bad.
"Hey, look, that's that guy Bacon," and then you went right past us to the bathroom.
That's because his old man Tum Tum couldn't
yeah.
handle it.
He avoided all those delicious desserts on the plane, so he had to come poop it out.
And I'm over
No
here
way
in my
I'm,
plane.
I'm taking a shit at 36,000 feet in a metal tube. No way, because those shits stink.
So
I did. And I was like, hey, can you pour me another one, please?
I've only ever peed in an airplane.
I will poop wherever there's free toilet paper.
You have to travel. Gotcha, Crosby. Gotcha. Well, speaking of flying to Florida, you're not coming this year, or you are still coming this year?
I might be coming this year.
What about if it's still quarantine?
Then I'm going to end up getting a lot of my money back, and I'm hopefully at some point I'm going to come down for a week or a couple of days and go to, because I'm going to get a credit from the airline no matter what. And then I still have the SeaWorld tickets, so.
Word.
And the SeaWorld tickets are good for all year, so.
That works. It's a good payout. As
Just
long as
mean
those
they're not
close
giving you your money back, just an account credit.
But here's what I'm wondering: if it's at the point where the whatever happening is bad enough where they're canceling GuardianCon, do you think traveling is a good idea?
I didn't say I was going to travel then.
No, I'm not saying that either. But I mean, like, that's what, June?
June, yeah.
That's like the end of
End of June.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like what, 3 months?
Which is
from now?
way past Easter.
That's like
I
3
still
months
have-
from now. You know, hopefully,
Yeah.
hopefully shit's back together by then. What do
I
you guys think?
Still have. I'm hoping it's all back together by then. Well, at least we're not quarantined anymore. I know it's not going to be all back.
You're right,
normal,
Crosby.
but-
Shit is fucking fucked up out there.
So there's been a couple medical professionals that have talked, and they say that as horrible as it will be, we need to just get back into the normal routine of life. Stop halting life, and people that are going to get it are just going to get it. Oh shit! What happened? Thanatos.
Yeah, but then you've got
So,
Dr.
and I'm like-
Fauci who's saying no, that's wrong.
Right. It is wrong because I mean all of the people that have the compromised immune systems and the like underlying medical conditions, I mean they could potentially die. And who wants that? If you can avoid that, do it. But in my opinion, we should shut down and only essential shit needs to go on,
So
which doesn't
here-
mean every electrical shit going on. Go ahead. Sorry, Nick.
My paycheck
Here's a-
doesn't say I'm essential.
Here's a hypothetical situation for you, right? Everybody in this group has a 99.9901% chance of surviving coronavirus. But you're still a carrier.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you come down with the coronavirus and you give it to a 74-year-old woman with diabetes and a compromised immune system, and she dies from it.
You just killed someone's grandma.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or
As
your
somebody-
own.
As somebody who has taken another person's life in the past, I can tell you right now, it fractures your soul. If you think you can live with that, sure, go ahead. Fuck off. Go around outside. But if you, for whatever reason, have any amount of apprehension on that, keep your ass indoors. Because
I would
for
stay home if I
80
could.
for 80% of Americans, this is just a flu. But for that 20%, this is a death sentence. It's not a joking matter. Stay home. do what's best for those around you, for your neighbor, for your brother, for your grandmother, for your mom, because you don't want that weight on your soul. I hope all of you listening out there in the Twitch world and all of you in this call with me can continue your lives without ever having that weight on your soul. But if you ever do have to be put in a position, come talk to me and we'll get through it.
Real
Alright,
talk.
serious talk over.
Real talk. Shit gets crazy out
As
there.
as you pour another drink.
Like just like that girl at work.
Slanche.
You know, like her life is fucking flipped upside down. You know, just because she doesn't want to get her kids sick. She has to work. You know, she doesn't want to get her kids sick.
Mm-hmm.
People are making
And
real
yes.
sacrifices out there.
What is he is a veteran.
2 deployments. 2 combat deployments,
We
I
got
should say.
Crosby over here. He was in the military. They're calling in ex and reservists back to help in Ontario right now.
I'm lucky I never served. I served during peacetime, so I was never in combat or had the prospect of going to combat.
My brother was a CB in the Navy.
I love the CBs. They are fucking awesome. If you need a
Hey,
built anywhere in the world in 2 days, you call the CBs.
you need a 4-bedroom house with 2 bathrooms, a living room, and a built-in duvet? You call the CVs. They'll
Yeah.
take care of you.
They will too.
So what's our next topic, guys?
Well, I was gonna try and transition into this, but it's pretty difficult.
It's
Game-
not
Rip
as
it off like a
smooth as you're
Band-Aid. Do it
expecting.
quick.
GameStop closed. apparently they're non-essential. I don't know.
What?
They were trying to bullshit and say, "Oh, we're essential. We're essential."
Because
The
we
governor of
sell
Pennsylvania
keyboards
was like,
and
You're
webcams
not
and stuff.
essential. Close your fucking doors.
Kids are idiots.
They sent an email to all their store managers to hand any law enforcement official that came to their door and told them to shut down, saying they were essential. The governor of Pennsylvania was like, "You're not fucking essential." He threw the state troopers a little sign to slap on their doors saying, "You are not essential. You are closed." There's no questioning it. So when that happened, they just decided to close all of them. That and the amazingly large amount of backlash.
Well,
mean-
they're technically still doing business,
Yeah.
Yes, but they're not open.
but they're not open to the public.
Yeah, they're open for curbside online delivery.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, so listen, my boss
He
Was
can't
that-
threw his hands up. Oh,
So listen, he was gonna try to get ahead of this whole like, you gotta shut down the foot traffic. So he shut at 9 o'clock in the morning. He shut down the in store. I made my deliveries, came back from lunch, and the storefront was open again. Like, what the fuck just happened? He's like, here's the reasoning. Home Depot and Lowe's isn't doing it, so why should we? And I'm like, that does kind of make some sense.
Okay.
what kind of store are you?
Electrical supply warehouse.
Yeah, you're essential.
We
You
I
still-
know.
You still have to close your
Construction
public
is
site,
No.
though.
Construction is essential. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
know.
still should be limiting who's walking in your
Yeah.
front
Yeah.
doors.
You should.
we're not allowed to have more than 5 people in any building.
now
Ours
all of
is-
our other
ours is
stores,
9.
there is a gap. Like they've put tables up, and ours, it's so tight. No, you're not getting 6 feet.
We put X's. We measured out on the floor today. We measured out and put
All-
X's
yeah.
on the floor.
All the gas
and
station
then
has
duct tape.
have like lines in the fucking.
Yeah, and then
floors.
duct taped arrows so people knew which way to leave, so they weren't bumping into the people standing in line. And people are still stupid enough going the wrong direction. Like
Yep.
you can't see the giant arrows on our floor.
Hey, Nick, real quick. Crosby said he did a tour in Afghanistan as well.
Cool. Where are we at?
But yes,
Gentlemen, on that
obviously
note,
GameStop's not essential, guys.
say goodbye.
Thanos. Have a good night.
Santos, we'll see you.
See you,
Take
bud.
care, Thanatos.
You guys have a good night.
Bye, bud.
Chad,
See you, man.
Have a good night.
Oh,
I love you,
shit.
Thanatos. Go drink some
Bye-bye.
beer or whiskey. Drink something. Why am I the only one drinking right now? You guys.
I'm drinking.
not.
I'm drinking.
I don't
Slanche.
have- I don't have my glass yet, so
It's so good.
and I'm not drinking bourbon out of a sippy cup.
That's not a sippy cup.
No,
I'm drinking
I would
rum.
have to drink one out of a sippy cup.
A, what bourbon? And B, every cup is acceptable.
Except a
I have
sippy
to
cup.
agree.
No, a sippy cup is good and smart because it does meter you.
I'm not
Um,
putting the lid on it.
Guys, next Friday, who's gonna host the show?
Canned.
I'm gonna be running it anyways, but
Can's
who's
on
gonna host
Mixer.
it on
I need
Twitch
someone on
side?
Twitch. Yeah.
Bacon, you have the beef. You have the beefy computer. You can do it. I nominate you, Pikachu.
What?
Well, all right. Yeah. We're just gonna have to. I don't know. Have any of the.
I can give it to
overlays
you.
and
As-
everything, so yeah.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, it's
don't like
it's.
cake.
Look, do you see the stream?
Mhm.
Why am I in the middle?
This is one. Overlay.
I'm in the middle on cans.
I'm in the
Yeah.
middle on sneaks.
Bacon.
That's
I
right.
just pulled up the stream. on
This
the phone.
is one overlay. It's like one
Okay.
piece. And you just have Discord capture the call as a screen. Just capture the whole
Yep.
monitor.
Okay.
And then you just overlay this graphic on top of it, and you put chat down there. If you want to, I can give you the alerts even. Doesn't necessarily have to be, exactly. Anyways, it just would be cool to keep it going, not missing a week.
Not a problem.
Because we don't want to go to 17 and forget completely about 16.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I've
can do all
completely
that.
forgotten everything that happened tonight so far. I am drunk, and it is great. And I have pizza, so life is good.
Oh,
Pizza's always.
Pizza
Always
is
good.
always good.
I actually really like this little laptop piece of shit thing that I got.
You're talking a lot of shit about it. Your
Went out and
your
bought this
camera could
piece
be
of
better.
Shit today.
Well, I mean, okay. So
You
think
should
about
have
it.
taken
This,
your camera from your other one, from your computer.
Yeah, why didn't you?
that requires USB ports.
You don't have any USB
You
ports on
don't
that
have
damn
any
thing?
USB ports.
I got one, so the choices were audio or USB or camera.
Hold on.
15
Are you
FPS,
mean
yeah.
to tell me that you
couldn't
did
get
not?
on.
Exactly.
You
Of
couldn't
all
get 'em
people.
up. I figure you're tripping over shit like that.
15 FPS. Thank you, Radio Fish. I couldn't quite tell
Oh,
which FPS
shit.
it was.
I bought a hub, but I bought the wrong hub.
Did you buy a USB-C?
Uh-huh.
Mm.
And
I don't
literally
know what that
this
is, but
whole
I'm disappointed.
this whole purchase thing was in a rush, and it happened like 40 minutes before the show started.
Yeah, I would take
So-
it back.
I got on the
Take it
phone.
back tomorrow.
Sorry,
I don't
this
need
thing's
This is the
broken.
wrong one.
So,
This is the wrong one.
I don't like it. I don't like it. It
You
don't
wouldn't
fit
be
my
the
hub.
first
See,
person,
I
I'm
bought this
sure.
hub, and I really like the hub, and the computer don't fit my hub, so I'm just gonna get a new computer.
so okay, so this week my desktop died, right? For whatever reason the motherboard lost BIOS and then
What did you
fried
do to
itself
it,
or
really,
whatever.
though?
I made
Terraria.
sweet love with it.
I don't
Um,
believe that. How many
That's
tabs
not
of,
a disk drive.
How many tabs of porn did you have up when this happened?
137.
Oh, so the normal amount. Okay.
Yeah. Anywho, so the PC died right in the middle of building Hockey's PC, and I was like, "Fuck my PC! I'm gonna worry about
I
this."
almost got a little
once
bit
I
scared just then when you said that because I forgot.
Yeah,
Ah,
because so we have.
I was like,
hockey,
wait, don't tell
we
it.
have a we have a chat called Operation Maple Syrup that we
It's been
started.
like weeks, man. We've had that
jeez.
chat going for like
When the fuck
almost
did we start
6
that
weeks, I
chat?
think.
I'm February 7th is when we started the chat, but we started talking about it long before. Anyways, so I was in the middle of building your PC when my PC shit the bed. So I posted I posted in the regular Discord, right, that my PC took a shit, and Sneak and Bacon and everybody that's in
Yeah.
that Discord
We're all
is
like,
all like,
We're like, what the
"What?
fuck?
What'd you do to Hockey's PC?"
No!
And then he's like, "No, it's my personal one." We're like, "Oh, thank God."
He,
He
w-
did.
He
dude.
was-
straight up.
Nobody
"Fuck
cared
your
about yours.
computer."
he was just so vague. He's like, the PC's dead. I'm like, oh my god.
I knew what he was talking about, and he was like, he's like, I can't get yours to boot up, and I'm like, oh, I had the same issue. Switch the cables around. I think they're labeled the wrong way.
yeah. So I did what Bacon suggested, and yours powered on, and it was good to go. But
Have Have you tried turning it off and on again?
you have to say that with an Indian accent. Have you tried
did-
to power it on and off again?
There you
Hello,
go. I was-
IT. Have you
I was
tried turning it off and turning it on again?
I was thinking of
my
more
name is
IT crowd.
Peggy.
Peggy.
Anywho, so
My
the-
name is
the-
Patricia.
So my desktop took a shit at like 1 in the morning a couple nights ago, and I tried everything under the sun that you could possibly do to fix a PC, and the motherboard is just dead.
It was the computer gods getting pissed off in revenge for him snipping that SATA cable.
No, I snipped that SATA cable after my computer died.
It's because he was playing with another computer. That's what it was.
Exactly.
Has fingers deep in one. Yeah.
So yeah.
Kid
the
about
last-
died. That's whiskey in
So
your
for-
nose.
It was in the middle.
That bird's everywhere now.
So for like the last week, Sneak has been like, "When are you gonna get it done? When are you gonna get it done? Hey, asshole, when are you gonna get it done?"
No, that's not what I was saying. I was saying, hey, dude,
Oh,
you
guys
realize
are
he's
nuts to
talking
worry
about
about.
buying a PC right now. You realize he's asking us what fucking parts he should get and how
Yeah.
to put it together. I'm just saying, like, can we put some fucking legs on this thing and get it walking? Because it needs to go.
As soon as you started talking about it, Sneak was blowing up the Operation Maple
Yeah.
syrup.
Yeah.
It's like, Can, do you have that graphic? Can, do you have that graphic? Can, do you
And I'm
have
like-
that graphic?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
then I was just waiting on him to give me the font for something. So yeah.
So yeah, that little graphics thing with the Thieves Den and all of our logos and all that. So that's actually
Shh, he doesn't know about it. Shh.
yeah, he does. It's been sent to him.
Oh, I didn't know he got that too.
Yeah, it was on the documentation.
Mhm.
Didn't you get a
Yeah,
copy of the documentation?
Yeah, I sent
Yes,
it.
the crest there.
So that crest is actually your home city's crest.
Your homepage.
Oh yeah,
But it's-
okay.
It's thieves denized.
We did throw Deadpool on that bitch because, of course.
That's
Yep,
you.
because that's important.
Uh huh.
Well, that's
And he's-
your logo. So I'm not a very artistic-minded person at all by any stretch of the imagination.
No, that looks good.
But your shit has a giant maple leaf on it.
That's yeah.
And the Jets. Hence why I asked what your favorite hockey team was a couple weeks ago.
And the Jets.
No, it looks cool. That's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. Like I say, hopefully the border police let her through.
Yeah, so if not, it'll come back to me, and I will just hold on to it until this
This
bullshit.
shit blows over.
Brighter times.
So this whole thing blows over.
But yeah, literally the only thing you are going to need is a monitor.
Those
So
are a dime a dozen. You can go to Walmart and pick up.
But don't do that. Listen, learn from Bacon's mistake. Don't do that. If you need to, wait a while and save up for a good one.
The
Because it
ones
makes
at
all the
Walmart
difference.
are pretty
It makes
good,
all the
actually.
fucking difference.
My best monitor is the one from Walmart.
learn.
Oh, Nick, Hardcore Crosby said he went camp.
I got him up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Also,
gotcha. Yeah.
he said he felt bad for not sending you list builds last night, Steve. So now he doesn't feel bad anymore.
Crosby, I was really hoping Sneak or somebody sent you a Discord message
did.
saying, "Don't fucking send him."
I also sent Pixie a message, and I had to send Inevitable a message, and I had to send someone else a message.
So everybody in the Thieves Inn knew about it and was like,
encouraging him.
"Don't fucking do it!"
Yeah, it was a huge secret for too long, Steve. For
Well,
too long.
thank you very
Basically
much.
2 months.
Considering Nick was getting married, Sneak was trying to move, and with all this other stuff going on, thanks a lot, guys. That's a hell of a lot to put on your plates.
I mean, honestly, when my PC died, I was just like, whatever, fuck it. If I have to bastardize my PC to get this one working, I'll do it. So some of the parts in your computer are actually like cables and whatnot that I had to pull from mine. And I was kind of jealous putting the RAM into your computer because that's a 3200 megahertz RAM, which is like top of the line. It's by a company called T Vulcan, which isn't really well known, but they do some amazing work. Though, never ever ever buy Barracuda solid state drive. They suck major ball sacks.
Ooh,
Keep that in mind.
Barracuda.
Barracuda makes good mechanical drives, not solid state.
Well, the issue is their solid state drive. Like, you plug the SATA cable in, and there's nothing for the little latch on the SATA cable to grab onto.
Yep.
Hence why I
Sounds
sent the message for the warning, hey, check it. But, yeah, Brooke designed a background image, and I'm going to send that to you, and it's been... My goal was to have it on the background of the computer when you powered it on, but one thing led to another, and it didn't get done in time, but...
Send it to me. I want to see it. Whenever you send it to him.
One thing led to another twice, and I've got kids to prove it.
Dude, it has been a wild fucking ride.
Three times. And I've got
was-
kids to prove it.
It was awesome. It was a lot of fun to do.
I'm actually going to send it to Operation Maple Syrup so Sneak can pull it up and show everybody as soon as it fucking loads because my computer is slow as fuck.
Yeah, mine's running pretty shitty right now too because I got this video
You should
call
get a
going
good-
on.
you should get a good computer.
You know, that's a really great idea.
Everybody here has a good computer except you.
You almost called me Sev, and then you almost called me
caught
Sneak.
myself.
My computer is
You not almost
not
called
that bad,
Sneak,
you
I almost
guys.
called you Sev, and I'm
Look.
trying to catch myself.
Look, you all have known me for Sev for 5+ years.
I don't know.
Sev here.
I switched over to Nick pretty quick.
The fuck is this?
I like it, man. That's the document. I got the document, but I didn't get the background.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
No, I sent it to Sneak directly.
Oh,
Fine,
there
fuck,
it is. All right.
I'll send it to Operation Maple Syrup, you stupid cucks.
Why you gotta make it so hard?
It's
I
not
don't want to
there
download
yet.
and unzip a
I'm
file.
so upset.
I'm trying to host a goddamn
Oh,
show here.
God. Oh shit!
Look at this. Look at this, Steve.
All right, I'll text it to you.
I got a really nice shirt.
It goes back, man.
That is a nice shirt.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I was
That is
doing the
pretty.
math.
That is
And-
the Bungie Australia fire shirt. Oh wow, I have to unzip.
Ooh,
hockey.
that is very nice.
I'm unzipping hockey right now.
Alright, let's find it.
I sent it to you as well, Hockey.
Oh, you fucking
Yeah,
zipped
I'm
it,
trying to
though.
get it to open right now.
Oh, that's nice.
Can someone
That's
send it
fine,
to me
dude.
unzipped? God damn it.
I'm not
Can't save me.
unzipping it.
I have 2 gigabytes of RAM to work with, stupid people.
That's
Two?
nice.
Really?
2.
I'm not.
All right, I took up Bacon's spot so you can see the graphic. Here, let's just go off of this. Go full screen with the damn thing.
Sticks look really cool.
So, Brooke, my wife, I love you so much.
Look at this shit. That's
Make-
pretty damn awesome.
I can't see it. Make it your camera.
What?
You're too drunk for that. I'm sorry.
You can't.
Yes.
No. Oh wait, I remember how to do it now.
Here,
Wait.
it's in the
Hold on a
Discord and it's
second.
unzipped. All right.
Fucking better be.
Better be.
Just like my pants, it's unzipped. Okay.
It better not be.
I'm not wearing
Well,
pants.
I mean, if your
I'm
pants
not
are
wearing
unzipped,
pants either.
my-
There
I'm
you
wearing
go.
shorts. I'm wearing shorts. So
The neon lights visual is pretty sick.
I do like that. That is pretty dope.
Well, I mean, you figure Brooke does this professionally, so.
Right?
So, is it professional enough where I can't afford her?
No, you can't.
Shit.
He had to think about that for a second.
What if she was like
Well-
really nice though?
well, okay. A, Brooke is the nicest person I've ever met.
Cool.
B, she's
But
the
she
sweetest
married
person.
you, so
I've ever met. And C, I had to marry her to get her to do.
I mean, I'm willing to do what it takes.
He is
No,
in for the
Crosby.
win.
Crosby, that's the Jets logo,
The Jets.
which is hockey's favorite hockey team.
See now,
No, if that
hockey.
was
For
the
I,
Air
everybody on
Force logo,
Mixer.
it would be a chair.
I can make a.
It's close to
up-
the Air Force logo, though.
Yeah,
That's
it
where
is.
they derivated it from.
Everybody on Mixer. This is the logo or the
That one.
coat of arms that we sent on the message for Winnipeg. Well, one of them. It's either that one or the one without the star.
Was there any difference between the two? I didn't notice them, so I just
One
sent
had a
one.
star. Shit, hold on. Yeah, so this one here has a star with all of our images, the colors. And then this one here is without a star.
Hmm.
So let me open up this letter to see which one you sent.
So, all right, like you finished that and sent it to me in Discord, and I was like, shit, I just have a phone. I have to do this on a fucking phone. God damn it. And then I borrowed Brooke's little laptop thing, which is very similar to mine, but a little bit better.
top
Lab.
lap.
Oh, you sent the one without the star. Okay.
Oh.
So you sent the one I was expecting you to take.
Irregardless.
Yes, irregardless.
Regardless.
I've been drinking, shit don't matter no more.
Well, this is like the 5th one for me. So, I mean, I don't know where you guys are at. But if you're not
2,
drunk,
4.
you're doing something wrong.
I'm not.
See, I've had 6. Yeah, you got all
Bye,
your
hockey.
Trivia Pursuit tiles. That's right.
Hey, I think we should end the show and go to the after show now. Sounds good to me.
All right, on Mixer, guys. We're not going anywhere. Move. We
I
just
have
gonna
a
switch.
problem. I'm
Okay.
out of pizza.
Say goodnight.
Bingo.
Good
night.
night.
Steve.
Twitch.
Left.
He's
He said-
there.
He's too cool to say goodbye. Goodbye.